What's going on, Sports Wars? This is Ryan with RK Outpost and GeeksandGamers.com, and the woke sports world has lost one of its biggest loudmouths, at least for now, as ESPN has decided to part ways with Dan Le Batard. Dan Le Batard, who is one of the most annoying people on television, one of the most unfunny, dumbest people in sports right now. And listen, I'm not going to be sad to see him go, but this is just one of many people who have been let go from ESPN as of late. Take a look at this article. ESPN will part ways with opinionated host Dan Le Batard. Now, opinionated is an interesting way to put it. He definitely is opinionated. All of those happen to be absolute garbage. Not a surprise, the fact that he's employed by ESPN, that kind of makes you think it will be garbage. But we've seen just over the past couple years some of the things that has got Dan Le Batard into hot water. Whether that was his take on President Trump, going to war with President Trump over politics, because let's face it, everybody who works on ESPN ends up opening their fucking mouth, and it's only about one side of the aisle. It's always to speak out about conservative voices. That's exactly what he did. The same as Jemele Hill did. The same thing that Jemele Hill got in trouble for. Dan Le Batard also got in trouble for. But of course, there's also this. Don't forget this. Dan Le Batard apologizes for insensitive poll question today. Well, what was that? What was that insensitive poll question? It was when Jonathan Isaac, the lone member of the Orlando Magic to not bend the knee during the national anthem like a little bitch for Black Lives Matter. That Jonathan Isaac, the hero whose jersey sales spiked after he did that. What did Dan Le Batard say the very next game when he blew out his ACL? Dan Le Batard tweeted, "Is it funny that the guy who refused to kneel immediately blew out his knee?" In reference to Orlando Magic forward Jonathan Isaac. Of course, they deleted the tweet. Of course, he had to apologize for it. But the bottom line, the hate that comes out of ESPN is only in one way. And Dan Le Batard is a huge part of that and has been a huge part of that for a long, long time. Dan Le Batard, the popular and opinionated ESPN talk show host, is walking away from the sports media giant after working there in various capacities for nearly a decade. Le Batard, who in mid-2019 openly challenged what had been ESPN's policy to not address straight political matters, is leaving to pursue a new opportunity that neither party described. I wonder how many offers he has. Let's be real. His show is stupid and boring and unfunny. His highly questionable with his dad is stupid and boring and unfunny. There are some idiots who like to gobble that up. That is ESPN's target demographic, is absolute morons. So it makes sense that there's some people that like that show. But as we've seen with ESPN's ratings, with the people they continue to fire, maybe, Dan Le Batard, your policy of constantly speaking out about politics, maybe you're challenging ESPN to talk more about politics. Maybe it hasn't gone so well for you. And they even get into that later. They talk about how the last broadcast will be the Dan Le Batard Show with Stu Gatz on ESPN Radio. Will take place on January 4th. That'll also be the same day he does his last highly questionable. Le Batard is the latest in a string of prominent content executives and personnel to announce their departure from ESPN in recent days, and comes as the Disney unit has been grappling with the sometimes crippling effects of the coronavirus pandemic. You can try to blame it on that. But in reality, we have seen this for years. ESPN has been doing mass layoffs for years because they have continually tried to focus not on sports, but on politics, on divisive identity politics, social justice. That has been their priority. That has been the priority of pieces of trash like Dan Le Batard. And now he's moving on, just like so many other people. Connor Schell and Libby Geist, two of the company's top executives overseeing content and programming, have said they intend to leave, and Ryan Spoon, former head of digital content, is moving towards a job involving sports betting. ESPN announced last month it would eliminate 500 positions in a bid to free up cash for projects aimed at viewers who connect to sports and relate to programming in digital fashion. Yeah, so they're firing 500 people. They're laying off 500 people. Now it looks like Dan Le Batard's reached an agreement to make sure he is one of those people that will be leaving the company. What are the details of this buyout? They're probably going to have to give him money because he did have stuff left on his contracts. They both decided to come out and say nice things about each other, the way these things always work. He put out a huge thing, says gracias to ESPN for unleashing Poppy and Stu Gatz upon an unexpected America and for lending its substantive credibility to our careening clown car. At least he's self-aware. That's what his show is. It is absolute clown world. It always has been and always will be. Will he move on somewhere else? Probably. He's probably going to be a failure there, I would imagine. But he has one person wishing him well. Jemele Hill. Dan Le Batard is a truly incredible person. His show and team were among my favorite people to work with. Welcome to the outside, friend. Yeah, welcome to the outside, friend. You can be a failure just like Jemele Hill. Can't wait to see it. What do you guys think about all this? Do you think it's the right move for him to leave ESPN? Do you think ESPN was right if they really wanted to get rid of him? Let us know. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.